So, hi everybody. Lally Napier. I'm sitting here with Craig Smith. This is the guy that wrote that Wonky Donkey thing that lady read on the YouTube, and then it became the best-selling book in the world. We're not talking one or two countries here, people. The whole world. That's incredible. What was that experience like, Craig?
It was pretty amazing and quite surreal. The book in New Zealand and Australia had sold around 1 million copies in 9 years, and then Janice Clark, as we know, got a hold of it, and everything's funny in a Scottish accent. And that video's been seen around 200 million times now, and that led to sales of around, over the last 8 months, about 3 million
Wow.
extra copies, being sold. So it was totally amazing, and my life was pretty cool beforehand because I had everything that I was hoping to have, but of course this is just the icing on the cake, as
That's
they say.
fantastic.
Yeah.
What an amazing thing. So somebody just sort of knocked on your door one day and said, do you know what's going on here?
No, someone sent me a link.
Oh.
Yeah, someone sent me a link. It was actually the illustrator, Katz Cowley. She had seen it, and she sent me the link.
Oh, and her illustrations are just absolutely amazing.
Beautiful.
They're really great.
Yeah.
Brings so much more to the characters.
Yeah. She did an amazing job. And so she sent me the link. I was actually out of range. We've got a log cabin down in the woods where I go and write. And when I came back into range, there was lots of little ping, ping, ping on my phone. And so we had a look, and it was interesting and of course hilarious. The first time I saw it was the first time I came out of the bush, as we call it, and it was stunning to watch Janice Clark do her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they immediately started to increase sales on my website.
Of course.
Yeah, and initially, although it had been printed in North America and England before, they didn't have a lot of stock left. So I think they had printed about 75,000 copies.
Oh, is that all?
For North America, but and I think of that maybe 55 or 60,000 had sold. So the 15,000 that were left went like that, and then they couldn't get them anymore.
Yeah.
So they had to go immediately into reprint mode.
Wow.
And they did a great job. Scholastic is my publisher, and yeah, they started printing 20,000, and then they got back and they said we're printing 100,000, and then they got back and said no, we're going to up that to 200,000, and then they just went, we're printing 500,000 copies. So
holy criminy.
yeah. So, and then of course things just continued to sell.
Mm-hmm. But this was originally a song.
Originally a song, yeah.
Yes.
So I write all my stories in song. I'm primarily a musician. All the children's books that I've written in song. There's a new one released here in North America called Wilby the Bumblebee.
I love Wilby the Bumblebee.
That's the one I wrote with my mum.
Oh,
So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's completely different to Wonky and its format. It's not a repeat one, things like that. But,
I was just seeing if we have a copy of it here.
well, we have a, like, this is in New Zealand. This has just been released, and it has 5 of my stories in here, including Wonky Donkey.
Gotta have the Wonky Donkey.
But this is Wilby the Bumblebee.
I have a copy of that at my house, which I of course forgot to bring with me the one time Craig Smith is going to be here for me to get things signed and stuff. So sorry, Georgian Bay Books, I totally blew it.
We'll get you some copies.
That'd be lovely.
Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, this is Wilby, and he goes on a bit of an adventure. And this one's, I try to, the big thing about my books is I try to have as much fun as I can possibly can.
Of course. Well, if it's not fun, the kids aren't going to be enthralled, and they're not going to learn.
Yeah, and then anything on top of that, as far as any morals or any learning, is extra for me.
Of course.
Wilby's morals, just basically community.
Yes.
People working together.
Everybody
to help
helping each
other.
other. That's exactly what I got from it as well.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I have heard you say that you never tell anyone why the Wonky Donkey has only 3 legs.
Well, there's 2 reasons for that. I don't really have an answer to that. And secondly, even if I sat down and thought about an answer that I was happy with, I don't want to then influence other people. It's clearly, some people think it's a work of fact, but it is actually a work of fiction. And so to come up with a fictional reason why seems a little funny, but and I love the fact that when I say to the kids, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think he lost his leg?
Yeah.
The answers that come out are hilarious. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are very deep and meaningful. And
Really?
I've had kids tell me that maybe he lost his leg in the war, and he's a war hero. I've had some kids tell me he lost his leg riding a Harley motorbike.
I guess it depends on the child
Yeah,
themselves.
and I've had kids tell me like it was at birth sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so some of them hilarious and some of them quite deep and meaningful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you said there's a new book.
There's a brand new book coming out. It's called The Wonky Donkey. I'm not going to open the book.
I have read it.
Yeah, because
so good.
we are basically keeping it away from media at the moment, other than the cover.
Yes.
Because we would like a special person to read it first, blind.
Oh.
Yeah, and
that's beautiful.
That is Janice Clark. So we don't want it to be on. We don't want it to be. We don't want her to know. Like if I was to flip through or sing it, then that may get to her somehow.
Yes. Oh, and I do have a videotape, an audio videotape of Craig singing the Wonky Donkey song, which I will be posting, as well as this lovely little interview once I've edited out all the mistakes I make. I make a lot of mistakes.
You're doing a great job.
This is how it works with me.
No, this is a great job. You're doing a great job.
I'm fairly genuine. So the only other point, I watched one of your other interviews with a nice lady, and you mentioned this sort of motto that you have, this one lesson that you want to teach all kids, and that was that you don't have to be perfect to be awesome.
Yeah, you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Yeah, exactly. So, in fact, anyone who is perfect, if there is such a thing, is generally the most boring person in the room. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Like the people who are a little bit quirky or a little bit different. The fun ones. I love that quote in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He said, "Isn't he a little bit weird?" And he says, "Yeah, all the good ones are." And that's true. I totally believe that. And sometimes they can get a bit edgy. Sometimes that can cross the line a little bit, but that's the price you pay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I totally agree with that.
All right, so now to a very, very generic question. How are you enjoying your visit to Canada?
Oh, loving it. Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Good beer?
Yeah. Good beer, good people. I love the craft beers here.
Good.
And really good people, and it's like quintessentially nice. Like everyone's been lovely.
That's good.
I haven't had one experience really yet. Yeah. So it's been good. Well, we've had one tiny little one with Canada Airways, but anyway.
A tiny hiccup in the airport, that happens. It happens.
Yeah.
That's technically international, so it's not something we will claim as our fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Apart from that, no, I'm just having a blast.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
So, what are you going home to? Like, what are you working on any new projects?
I mean, obviously we've got the brand new book, and I've written another one with Wonky Donkey involved. Yeah. And that's Wonky Donkey's. He has sets up his own Paralympics, basically.
That's awesome.
Competes. Yeah. So that's in the pipeline. I've got some other stuff I've been working on. And I go home. Unfortunately, I have to go home probably sooner than I would like. I'd love to spend more time in Canada, but we'll do in the future. But I've got some gigs to attend to at home. I'm going to do some shows.
Wonderful.
Plus, go back and see my daughter who's 4. Yeah.
Oh,
so it's not so long before she goes to school, and so
it's quite an adventure when they finally get into school.
Yeah. 10 days away from her is enough.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, that would break my heart to be away from my trio for that long.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Well, that's tons of fun.
Yeah.
That's very, very good.
Yeah. So
and I'm happy you're enjoying some time here, and we're hiding on my parents' farm, just so you know where we are. We're in Hockley Valley, and by the time I post this, Craig will be gone, so don't even think about it. And yeah.
Look, it's been an absolute pleasure being here in Canada, and Hockley Valley's lovely as well.
It is. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah. Today we went and bought a blackberry pie from Homemade downtown. We made that. It's just very. Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than
little
that.
Cliche, but it's new to me.
It is. It's
so,
good.
Yeah.
It is. It's all good. Anyways, we're gonna go and have a beer. Well, he's gonna have a beer. I'm gonna have a ginger ale, because y'all know I don't drink. Mwah!
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you again soon.